Hi, I'm Dr. Gary Richter, and welcome to Ultimate Pet Vet, where today we're going to talk about allergies in our pets. Allergies can manifest in a whole bunch of different ways in dogs and cats. I think, probably the first thing that everybody thinks about is itchiness, and that certainly is a very, very common manifestation of allergies. So itchy dogs and cats, sometimes chewing on their feet, rubbing at their face. Chronic ear infections can sometimes be a sign of an underlying allergy. And also remember that some sort of gastrointestinal issue can sometimes be related to an allergy or a sensitivity to something that they're eating. So really, when it comes to allergies, the first question that we should ask ourselves is, what is the underlying cause of the allergy? And sometimes that's easy to figure out, and sometimes it's not. Speaking big picture in generalities, symptoms that tend to be seasonal are very frequently environmental related things, so dust, pollen, mold, fleas, whereas symptoms that are consistent and year round, they can still be environmental, but sometimes those can also be related to food. And remember that food allergies can not only cause internal, like gastrointestinal related things, but food allergies and food sensitivities can cause itchy dog as well. So it could be either way. So once the easy stuff has been ruled out, like for example, does your dog or your cat have fleas? That's a really easy thing to control for. Things that you can do at home to see if you can make allergies better would be like, see if they feel better after bathing. If you give them a bath, do they feel less itchy or have fewer symptoms? See if you can come up with any correlation to, like, every time you take them to a certain dog park, they wind up being itchy for a few days afterwards. These are the kinds of things you can start to think about to see if you can parse out what the underlying cause is. If it's not completely obvious, then that's the time to really get your veterinarian involved and speak to them about what the options are, both from the standpoint of figuring out what the underlying problem is and what the treatment is. Now, one thing I would recommend, if it is at all available to you as a pet owner, is if your pet has a chronic allergy issue, see if you can find a holistic veterinary practitioner in your area, because allergies in dogs and cats it's just like allergies in people, in so much as they're tough to deal with, and they can be very, very challenging to either get rid of or to drastically limit the symptoms. And really, there's only sort of there's a limited number of things in Western medicine that you can do about allergies, and frankly, a lot of them are pharmaceuticals that, if you can avoid it, you'd probably rather not give your dog or your cat. So a lot of times there are more natural, more holistic type options out there, be it food related, herbs, supplements, what have you. But when it comes to things like allergies, I would always recommend taking a pretty broad spectrum approach and trying to do things naturally if it's at all possible. So that is kind of the start to finish as far as allergies in dogs and cats go. Hopefully that helps you get a little bit further down the road of figuring out how to keep your dog or your cat feeling more comfortable. Thanks for watching.